Welcome to the Devonport Oval for round 2 of the Sportspower Burnie Cricket Northwest 2020 competition, with the home team, the Devonport Orions, taking on the Burnie Hurricanes. My name's Brad Cole. Welcome to the coverage of tonight's 2020 competition. Tonight's live stream proudly brought to you by Yum Tasmania. So the toss has been run 1 out the middle. Devonport had won the toss and elected to bowl first on what looks like it's a new deck for this week, for this weekend's play. So looks a very nice straw colour from up here in the scorer's box. So looks like there could be a few runs in it, but Devonport aiming to emulate how they won in their first round game against Latrobe last week by bowling first, getting the job done, and then chasing down the target. So a couple of changes for both teams coming into tonight's game, with Devonport welcoming back key batsman Tyler Dell, and out of the team goes a bowler and Toby Bellchambers. So interesting to see how they arrange their bowlers tonight through captain Eli Sheen. Well, for the Hurricanes, into the team after their win last week against Sheffield, into the team comes Kai Schumann, Robert Mason, Tommy Lewis. Out goes Brody Hayes, James Hodges and Brady Yates. Sam O'Mahony coming in to bowl the first ball of the innings, and it's left outside off stump there. The opening batsman for the Hurricanes, Ollie Walker and Lachlan Roberts. Ollie Walker, their English import, who's coming along nicely. Helped himself to a first grade ton in the Greater Northern Cup so far. Up against Sam O'Mahony. O'Mahony, that one just skid through to Bucknell behind the stumps. Must be said, another horribly windy afternoon here at the Devonport Oval. Unlike last week where we had mostly an easterly breeze, it's more like a nor'wester breeze this afternoon, and it is blowing hard as O'Mahony comes in again. Walker on the front foot, just pushes it out there behind point, helps himself to 2 as O'Mahony jumps up in the air to maybe try and run out Lockie Roberts, who's the non-striking batsman, down his end, but the throw was just a bit too high there, and Walker helps himself to the opening runs of the game. Yeah, so shot making, if you're looking to hit a 6, hitting towards the North Fenton Street side of the ground is the way to go today. Stiff nor'westerly breeze. O'Mahony comes into Walker again. Walker defends nicely. Out towards extra cover there, no run. So the Devonport team, Eli Sheen the captain, Brock Bucknell wicketkeeper, Oliver Burberry, Sam O'Mahony, Brad Moore, Greg Iago, not Largo as I pronounced him last week, apparently that's an I, so it's Greg Iago, their English import, Tyler Dell, Ahan Achar, Josh Davies, Joe Griffin, the guest player from Westbury, and Miles Barnard. So Barney in again to Walker. Nice shot there, but can't beat the man there at point. No run. The Hurricanes line up tonight. Captains Tyler Johns, Josh Lamprey, Tommy Lewis, Robert Mason, Varun Nadesh, Tyler Parker will take the gloves. Sean Redmond, Nick Rebel, Lachlan Roberts, Kai Schumann and Oliver Walker. So the final ball of O'Mahony's first over coming up here. Just short of length, nice cut shot there behind point. Well fielded out the deep there. Oh, he's in trouble here, Walker. Oh, but the throw was just a bit too wide of the stumps. Throw out from backward point there was from Griffin, and with the wind it nearly caught Walker short. So 1 over gone for the Hurricanes. none for 4. Two other games in round 2 in action tonight, both start at 5:30 as well. Over at Ulverstone, we've got the Ulverstone Black Caps taking on the Sheffield Mountaineers. Ulverstone batting first in that one there at UCI Oval. While at Latrobe, it's Latrobe versus Wynyard, as Burberry is the new bowler from the northern end, and well fielded there by Marty. Roberts can't score. And Wynyard in early trouble, 1.1 overs down, 2 for 7. With Sander Girigoda and Sudha Singer both back in the hutch. So Burberry in again. Swing and a miss there from Roberts. Not much footwork. So at the moment, the only 2 fielders out in the deep for the Orions is Achar down at deep third man, and it looks like it's Griffin down there at fine leg. Burberry in again, full toss. Roberts can't take advantage of that and hits it straight to mid-on. So both these teams coming off a win in their opening round games last week. Devonport here at the Oval defeated Latrobe quite comfortably by 8 wickets. As Roberts gets a fair bit of bat on him, he can't beat the man at mid-off, so it's a bit of pressure building here on Roberts. He's looking to score, looking to be attacking, but just can't beat the infield. So bowling first, Devonport bowled Latrobe out for just 97. Dan Laver 33 not out, the top scorer there for the Demons. Ahana Shah 4 for 14. As Burberry in again. Short, up in the air, goes down towards the chart. Third man, he had to come around to his right. They thought about a second, and there probably was one there as a chart to throw it into the stiff breeze there. They settled on one, and Roberts is off the mark. Burnie done for 5. Devonport in reply, 2 for 101 with a couple of overs to spare. Just paced the chase nicely. Griffin 32 not out, Barnard 26 not out, Omani 23, including a massive 6 over the Frank Matthews stand, and Iago is 17. Burberry in again, full. Walker clips on that one off his pads nicely. He looks a class player, does Walker. The fielder there just drags in before the line, and Walker helps himself to 2. The Hurricanes at West Park, their batsmen got on top of Sheffield, 7 for 178 off their 24 overs. Walker 59, James Rogers 35, Brady Yates 20. Those last 2 players not here in the Burnie lineup tonight, and were helped by 24 extras as well. They defeated Sheffield 9 for 117. Mark Simmons was 61, and James Joyce was 16. Tyler Johns and Lockie Roberts with 2 wickets apiece. And 7 out of their 8 bowlers took wickets, Burnie, so it shows they've got good depth in their bowling attack. And we'll see that later on tonight in the Devonport innings. As Omani in the bowl, his second over. As Roberts goes on the attack, but bottom edge can't beat the man there, Eli Sheen there at mid-wicket. None for 7 off 2.1 overs the Hurricanes. This round 2 game of the Sportspower Burnie 2020 competition. Charles come out deep here at long on. As Roberts just wants to get bat on ball there, just like Roberts. He just can't he's either not getting bat on ball or just can't beat the fielder when he does. So just a little bit of pressure building on the Burnie all-rounder. I think his key here is just to try and get Walker to strike and let him do the majority of the scoring. Slices that one in, but can't beat the man there at point, which is Burnie. So good areas so far from the Orions early on. This windy night here at the Devonport. You might hear we've got the camera set up inside here underneath the scoreboard in the scorer's room as Roberts gets bat on ball on that one and gets between extra cover and point for a boundary. First boundary of the game for the Hurricanes. Found the gap nicely there, Roberts. That'll boost his confidence. And the Hurricanes, none for 11. So you might just hear the wind just whistling through got the window open here in the commentary box, so you might hear a bit of that as the night goes on. Marnie in again. Oh, and Roberts goes to heave that one over the leg side, then practices his shot making over the offside. It's a good little battle here. Marnie was just a little bit fired up there. He got hit for the boundary there after bowling a few good deliveries. So Marnie in again, the left armour. Roberts doesn't connect on that one, just dribbles out to the leg side. Marnie showed off his soccer skills there, but no run was the final result. And after 3 overs, the Burnie Hurricanes, none for 11 here at the Devonport Oval. Burnie again from the Bass straight end. Maybe a slight breezes back there. It's more gusting across the ground, but if anything, just a little bit from the north, so it might be just helping Burnie a little bit. As he comes in, bowls to Walker. Full ball. Walker whips away on the leg side. He'll get one. Quick outfield here, but it'll just hold up in the breeze. Oh, an absolute dog's breakfast sort of fielding performance there by the Orions. It looked like they were going to save the boundary. It was just trying to get a actually may have been Griffin, I think. It looked like he was going to save it. As he slid along ground, I think he just dug into the turf there a little bit, and the ball dribbled over the boundary for 4. As Walker goes in the attack again, goes down the ground and runs away for another boundary. Stand and deliver tactics there from Ollie Walker, and it pays dividends. 2 boundaries in a row for the Englishman, and the Hurricanes have got the run rate ticking over now. None for 19 off 3.2. So what Burnie got in response, he's been hit for 2 boundaries off his first 2 balls. Walker punches that one to the offside. Straight to Iago there at extra cover. Burnie, short of a length. Iago goes on the pull, doesn't really make, not sure if he made connection or not, Well, the umpire's looking there, may not have just come off the gloves there of Bucknell, and it'll be buys. So umpire Darren Close there at the northern end signals buys, 2 of them for the Hurricanes, first extras for the game. They move along to 21. Umpiring with Darren Close today, Sam O'Keefe, square leg umpire at the moment. Burberry in again. Oh, Walker goes on the attack, but I think all he managed to do there was bottom edge it straight into his foot. It's just dribbled out to the offside. He's limping around like a cut cat at the moment. He's Ollie Walker. Not too much protection on the boots. Then when they come off the bottom edge off a blooded shot, it's definitely going to tickle. Burberry to get lovely shot there from Walker. Got down on one knee, hit it behind square. Great way to finish over there by Walker. It's third boundary for the over. And the Hurricanes, none for 25 off 4. 12 runs off that. 14 runs off that Oliver Burberry over. Our first bowling change for the night here, coming in the attack in the 5th over is Orion's 2020 captain Eli Sheen. He's off spin. He's bowling to Roberts. Got Walker on 18 off 13 deliveries, Roberts 5 not out off 11. Solid start here from the Hurricanes. A few little dry spells, but have now got the run rate ticking over nicely as Sheen comes into Roberts. Oh, Roberts just reaches for that one. Wasn't quite there, but Walker. Quick work by Walker. Oh, throw at the stumps may have had Roberts cold. The throw come in there from Barnard. Roberts was straightening there a bit, but Walker quickly ran through for the single. Good work there by Walker. So 3 men out in the deep now for the Orions. As that one's wide off stump. Walker goes to cut. The ball just probably didn't quite bounce as much as he originally thought. So I've got a man out there at a deep extra cover. As Walker goes on the attack there, pierces the gap nicely there between cover and mid-off. And they'll race away for 4. Great shot there from Ollie Walker. Not sure he timed it exactly how he wanted, but this outfield is quick. And ran away for 4. So it's a field right there between deep point, deep extra cover, and then a deep backward square and a deep mid wicket. Sheen comes again. Walker goes straight down the ground. One bounce over the boundary line for 4. Oh, good hitting here from Ollie Walker. The Hurricanes have picked themselves up a very nice import here. He's going about his work very nicely. Races to 26 off 16 deliveries with 5 boundaries. And the Hurricanes, none for 34 in the 5th over. Forces a field change from Sheen. 2 men back now on the drive. Walker now just picks off an easy single, smart batting by the Englishman. Off the 5th ball of the over. So, Walker dictating terms here to the Orions. Let's force them 5 men out the deep now. Roberts on strike. Oh, just tossed up a little bit more there by Sheen. Let's see if this got a bottom edge or not. I think it did. So a bit of a chance there for Bucknell. Would have been a very good catch. Bottom edge there by Roberts. Bucknell just sort of started coming up, so he had to readjust. Missed the catch, and that finishes off a very productive over there for the Hurricanes. 11 off it. None for 36 off 5. And they're already building to what's going to be a very competitive score here. Another bowling change for the Orions coming on at the northern end is Brad Moore. He's coming on probably a little bit earlier than he usually does. Usually comes on the back half of the innings, but with no Toby Bell changes tonight. He's been asked to front up, and that's wide and short, and deservedly called it wide there by umpire Darren Close. That's probably the epitome of a warm-up ball, that one there. Moore in again. Much better line of length. Leg side stumping attempt there by Bucknell, but a wide given by umpire Darren Close. So the radar not quite working here for Moore at the moment. Wide down the offside, wide down the leg side. I must say, tough bowling conditions tonight with this breeze. Probably a bit more than a breeze. It's a very, very strong wind as Moore comes in again. Oh, and he's bowled a full toss this time. It's been called a no ball. Roberts hits it behind square for 4, and he'll get a free hit. So it's been a rough start here by Brad Moore. Bowling a little bit earlier in the innings than what he's used to, and has not found the radar at all. It's been short, it's been full, it's been wide. So Roberts now with a free hit. So we've got deep square, deep mid wicket, long on, long off. Roberts goes big, goes very big. 6! Onto the terraces outside the Frank Matthews stand there, bounces into the grandstand. I must say, hitting into the wind, that's a very good shot. And Brad Moore has welcome to the crease. Has been hit to all parts so far. Roberts up to 17, and the Hurricanes all of a sudden none for 49 off 5.1 overs. Moore. He's only bowled the one legal delivery. He's already gone for 13. Captain Eli Sheen's got a few issues here. Moore in again. Much better delivery. And Roberts just hunts that one down towards long off for a single. Brings Walker on strike, who's hitting the ball very well at the moment. Much better line and length there from Moore. Full straight, and Walker going to hit it down to long off for a single. So, in terms of bowlers, the Orions have obviously got Ahana charged at 4 wickets last week, and that's just chipped up between long on and deep mid wicket there by Roberts for a single. So they've got a charter bowl, his spin, and after that, the bowling stocks are a little bit thin. There's not really a 6th bowler in the lineup there. Good batting there by Walker. Just dabbed it behind point there to the right of Achar. Couldn't stop the single. Walker up to 29. And the Hurricanes none for 53 off 5.5. Oh, Roberts gets an edge on that one. Bucknell couldn't do much about it up to the stumps. Achard chases it down, but can't stop a second there to Roberts. And it's certainly off the bat, according to umpire Darren Close. And it's the end of a very, very productive 6th over there by the Hurricanes. 19 off it. They're none for 55 off 6. And on their way to a very, very handy total here at the Devonport Oval. Orions live stream, proudly presented by Yum Tasmanian. So Sheen into bowl his 2nd over against Walker. Walker goes on the sweep, just hits it behind square. Burberry comes in from deep backward square, and just a single. Sheen, look at short. Oh, Roberts didn't quite get to the pitch of that one. He's dragged it behind square, and Burnie will just tidy up there for one. Roberts just ridden his luck a little bit. He's mistimed a couple, but got away with it. Sheen close to Walker helps himself to another single. So having done hit the boundaries early, Walker can now afford to just hit the singles, and should be on the way to a very nice total here, the Hurricanes. Sheen quicker, flatter. Oh, Roberts nearly walks out of his crease there. Doesn't want practicing his shots after the fact. But, no damage done there. So a valuable dot ball for the Orions. After bowling a few early on, they've just lost their way a bit here. They need to build some pressure again. Sheen. As Roberts drives down to long off. Yeah, Josh Davies fields. Walker goes on the sweep again, doesn't make good contact with it, but just gets enough. Bucknell tidies up down at backward square there. And a tidier over from Sheen there. 7 overs down, none for 60 the Hurricanes. Let's go around the grounds. Olsen 1 for 36 off 7 at UCI Oval against Sheffield. Reece French 15 not out, Blake Wolstenholme 9 not out. While at Latrobe, the Tigers of Wynyard Tigers have recovered after a poor start. They're 3 for 52 off 7. Jonty Blake 21. Ashley Jones, the last batsman out for 20, run out. So Moore doesn't get a second over. This looks like it's Griffin. It is. So Joe Griffin, who I wasn't quite sure what he bowled coming into this game, but judging by that, some handy little medium paces. A good start there. So Griffin in again. Oh, the bowling changes worked as Griffin gets the big wicket of Walker. Walker just came down the crease a bit. He was going to try and flick him to the leg side, but ball beat bat. Ball hit stumps. Walker heads back to the pavilion. He's out for 32 off 24 balls. Looked very good at that 24 balls. 5 boundaries. Strike rate of 133. And the Orions get a key wicket there of Walker. Burnie 1 for 60 off 7.2 overs in this round 2 Sportspower Burnie Cricket Northwest 2020 game. Walker, you disappointed there, Walker. He got off to a really good start. And just came down the wicket there to Griffin, and just missed everything. And bowled it on the stumps. The batsman misses. You're in with a good chance of a wicket, and Griffin certainly got that. So good bowling change there from Sheen. Griffin strikes, brings Nick Revel to the crease. So certainly the batting firepower hasn't slowed down here. Revel can really score heavily. Been one of the best scorers for the Hurricanes over the last 3 or 4 years. Has had a couple of really big seasons in the Cricket Northwest roster. Left-hander. Griffin again. And Revel gets off the mark, tucks it wide of the leg side there to field that forward square leg. He comes in from the boundary against Burnie, and Revel's off the mark. Roberts helps himself to a single down the long off. So we'll just have a look at dismissal again here on the replay. Griffin, he just walked down the wicket there, Walker. May have been beating him down the leg side that. He may have come across, walked across as well, and it's beaten him down, beaten him behind his legs and crashed into the stumps. So the intent was there, but the execution was off from Walker. He's back in the pavilion for 32. Roberts 24 not out. Revel on 1. There's Revel. Quite commit to a full-blooded drive there, just a check drive, and can't beat Omani at cover. Griffin, this is a good first over from Griffin. After they've been hit about a bit, the Orions. An excellent first over from Joe Griffin. 1 for 3 off his first over, and he's certainly get a couple more as the evening goes on. Burnie 1 for 63 off 8. So, bowling change from the southern end, the James Street end. It'll be last week's key wicket taker, Ahana Char, who took 4 for 14. He's into the attack. Little bowler Lockie Roberts. Singaporean. That ball was just a bit short. Roberts, it's not way to the leg side, but can only get a single. Fielded there by Tyler Dell. Who's back into the team for his first 2020 game of the season tonight. Certainly adds to the Orions' firepower at the back, and so he's going to be chasing a pretty decent score tonight, so he'll certainly be needed along with Omani, Barnard, Griffin. So getting his field right here to Revel. In he comes around the wicket, and Revel can't beat Brad Moore there at backward square. So interesting ploy here from a Char. Left arm coming around the wicket to Revel. It's a plan here from the Orions. As Revel, just gets a little tickle on that one. He looked to probably try and hit that a little bit finer. Didn't quite make good contact with it. And just gets the one. So, the field doesn't change a lot now for the right-hander. Roberts, in comes a Char, and Roberts helps himself to an easy single down the ground. Omani comes around from long on, and one to Roberts. Revel back on strike now. Left-handed to left-hander. An easy single there for Revel down the ground. Omani tidies up. Crowd just probably a little bit lighter than last week. Obviously, Devonport is always a Draws a good crowd. Yeah, Burnie fans probably with the 5:30 start a little bit harder to get across here on time, so they might start coming in a little bit later tonight. But hopefully you're enjoying the live stream broadcast. As Roberts tried to hit the leg side, leading edge, nearly a catch there to Barnard on the offside. In the end, just a dot ball. 9 overs gone. The Hurricanes 1 for 67 with Roberts 26 not out and Rebel on 3. Griffin certainly deserves a second over after a successful first over, 1 for 3, which included the big wicket there of Ollie Walker for 32. Griffin swing and a miss. Oh, Rebel's got a thick edge and it's going to go down to the boundary. Fine third man, 4-4. So good bowling again there from Griffin, drew the edge. This outfield running quick, and Rebel managed his first boundary of the evening. Moves along to 7. So just a bit of field change here. As Davies goes down to third man, Achar comes into the circle at fine leg. Rebel goes on the attack, cut shot 4. Great shot there by Nick Rebel. Nothing lucky about that one. Too short and a bit wide there from Griffin. And Rebel was quick onto the cut shot there. 2 boundaries in a row for the Hurricanes. 2 boundaries in a row for Rebel. He's up to 11 off 8. Griffin in again. Just tucked off. The thigh there by Rebel helps himself to an easy single. Comes Griffin again, this time to Roberts. Roberts goes on the drive, straight. Barnard's got a bit of work to do there at long on. But some quick work there, coming around to his left there, prevented the 2. And Roberts picks up another single, moves along to 27. Griffin into Rebel. Rebel drives square and finds himself a single at that field there at deep extra cover. Oh, Roberts goes for the big lusty blow. He was looking to put that one onto the Frank Matthews stand roof. All he got was an edge. Dribbled down to his feet. No run. 10 overs in the books. Halfway through this Burnie Hurricanes innings. 1 for 78. Roberts 27 not out. Rebel 13. The man out. Ollie Walker bowled Joe Griffin for 32 off 24 balls. Let's head around the grounds. 10 overs down at UCI Oval with Olsen 3 for 50. French out for 21, and then Jacob Snares, second ball duck. Jack Pearce and Blake Wolstenholme, the not-out batsman at the moment, as Achar comes into Rebel. Rebel drives and gets an easy single down to long on. While over at Latrobe, the Tigers have recovered very nicely after that early blip. 3 for 84 now in the 11th over. Jonty Blake 37 not out off 29 balls. Greg Sharman, the Tigers veteran. Oh, as that goes up in the air from Roberts. O'Mahony gets up to the ball and takes the catch. Roberts didn't quite get enough purchase on that one. Sky high catch. Would have been tricky for O'Mahony with his bruise, but he steadied himself, took the catch, and Roberts departs for 27 off 28 balls, 2 fours and a 6. And the Hurricanes 2 for 79 in the 11th over. So I'll take a look at the replay there. Just got under it too much there, Roberts. Towards the tail of the bat as well. And O'Mahony took a very nice catch. Pretty much in front of the commentary box here at the Devonport Oval. A new batsman coming to the crease, Tyler Parker. With his first wicket for the night. Comes in now to Tyler Parker. Parker, full delivery, digs it out. The Charfields off his own bowling. Char in again, Parker tucks that one to the right there of Sheen at mid-wicket. He gets off the mark with a single. Burnie tick along to 2 for 80. Char and the Rebel. This is round the wicket approach. Rebel nicely placed. Just the right of Dell there at extra cover, maybe more a cover. Good fielding by Dell, but couldn't prevent the single there from Rebel. Just gets his field set. This moves Eli Sheen just backward a square. Parker comes forward, defends that one to Griffin there at cover. No run. 11 overs in the books. 2 for 81, the Burnie Hurricanes. In this Sportspower Burnie Cricket Northwest 2020 game for round 2. The Orions would love to thank all their sponsors for their support during this 23-24 season. Naming rights sponsor Giant Devonport, Platinum sponsors Bridge Pro Engineering, Ghost Rock Tasmania, Gold sponsors Terry White, Kimart Beforeways and Yum Tasmanian. Our team sponsors Inspirations Paint for our senior women as Griffin comes in to bowl short. Revel tried to lift that one down to third man, couldn't make contact. Senior men sponsor Devonport Toyota, junior sponsor Valentino's Family Restaurant. And our silver sponsors, Zambrero, Tasfixer, Charcoal Chicken, Impress Print, Subway, Simplot Australia, D-Signs and Promotional, the Goodstone Group. Rebel flicks one off his toes there. He'll get one. He'll think about a second. And not to be. The Goodstone Group, Lindsay Rendering Services, Bev's Cross Crafts and Laneway. Parker to face Griffin for the first time. Parker hits the one to the leg side. He's got one. Thought about a second, but Barnard rushed in quickly from long on. Cut it down with a single. Griffin, a little bit on the short side, but just tucked Revel up for some room. Griffin fields off his own ball as a shot, stumps Bucknell with diving save there. I don't think there was going to be any extra runs if he'd missed it anyway. Charles on the backup. And Revel gets another single. Moves along to 17 of 15 balls, Revel. And 2 for 84. In the 12th over here at the Devonport Oval. And the wind is still whistling across the ground. And a lead there from Parker. Not something you see too much in 2020 these days, but just watchfully played there by Parker, just getting himself in. Griffin in again for the final ball of this over. Parker clips it off the pads, but can't beat Brad Moore there. He's just in front of square. 12 overs in the books. 2 for 84, the Burnie Hurricanes. So apart from the wind, it's been a very nice day here on the northwest coast. Hardly a cloud in the sky. But that wind has just picked up as the day's gone on, and quite gusty at the moment. Hopefully it can just die down a bit as the evening progresses. Certainly for those boundary hunters and six hitters heading to the North Fenton Street side of the ground is the way to go. You'll get plenty of carry. As a char comes into Revel. Revel cuts. You'll get 2 here as Burberry has a lot of ground to cover towards deep backward point. Revel gets an easy 2 there. So just an adjustment to the field here. Burberry's just coming a little bit off the boundary. He's sort of between deep point, deep extra cover. Revel goes to the attack. Straight to Barnard. Tyler Dell there takes a nice catch to his right. And Achar gets the second wicket. It's the big wicket of Revel, who was starting to look good. He's gone for 19 off 17 balls, caught by Tyler Dell. And the Hurricanes, 3 for 86 in the 13th over. So we'll take a look at the replay of that one. Just don't think he made good enough contact with that on Revel. I think he might have just been trying to hit that maybe a little bit straighter. Maybe sort of the outside half of the bat. But it went reasonably quickly to Dell, who took a nice catch there to his right. Had to take a couple of steps. Ran chest high, but took it quite nicely. So handy wicket there for the Orions. Achar continuing on his good work from last week. He's got 2 more wickets. The Hurricanes, 3 for 86 off 12.2. Joining Parker at the crease now is Rnd2, the diminutive Rnd2. So I don't know a lot about Maroon. So a sharp alternate Nadesh just works it to the leg side, but straight to Sheen there at mid wicket. Back down the pitch there. So a chance here for the Orions to get a few more dots, just slow this run rate down a bit, which I said Burnie were on track for a very good score there a few overs ago, but a couple of key wickets just slowed their progression down a little bit. Achar, Nadesh, Just tried to work that a little bit more squarer, but able to field off his own bowling. Quicker from Achar, but Nadesh up to the task, gets on the back foot, punches it down between mid-on and mid-wicket for an easy single. He's off the mark, and 13 overs down, 3 for 87, the Hurricanes. So it'll be interesting to see who Sheen goes to here. 7 overs left. He's got 1 to come from each of Achar and Griffin, and then 2 each to come from Omani, Burberry and himself. Brad Moore, after his 1 over for 19, may not be required. So it looks like it'll be Griffin again to bowl out. He's got 2 for 10 off 3. 8 of those runs come off the bat of Revel in 2 consecutive balls. Griffin short. The dash goes on the pull, down leg side, and a wide signal by umpire Darren Close. Great to see Darren Close back in the coastal umpiring ranks after spending a few seasons travelling here, there and everywhere around Australia with national duties on the national panel there, and umpired many a Shield game. As Nadesh goes on, the attack goes down the ground. Barno comes around from long on to his left there. Cuts it down to a single, and Nadesh moves along to 2, 3 for 89. Well, Parker had to reach for that one. It was wide outside off stump. Gets a single. Burberry out there at deep extra cover. Keeps it to a single. 3 for 90 off 13 in the 14th over. Coming well on the dash. Cuts that between point and extra cover. Just the one. So great to see Darren back in the coastal umpiring ranks. More short there from Griffin. Cut behind point there by Parker. He's going to get 1. He's going to get 2. Good fielding there though from Burberry. Cuts it to 3. So he saved the boundary. The Hurricanes still able to get 3. Griffin in again. Ooh. Half-hard appeal there from Griffin. I think might have been the sound of Nadesh's bat hitting the ground as he tried to just glide that down to the vacant deep third man area. So we've got a charge in a short third man, but there's no one behind him, plenty of real estate. That ball would have run away for a boundary, but Nadesh couldn't make contact. Griffin short. He's tried the same shot again. He's got some success this time, Nadesh. It beats Achar to dive to his left. It's running, it's over the line for 4. Great correction there from Varun Nadesh. Missed it the first time, was successful the second time. Just got enough width there from Griffin, and he glided it to the boundary for 4. Lovely bit of batting there from Varun Nadesh. 14 overs down. The Hurricanes 3 for 98. So that's Griffin's 4 overs in the books. 4 overs, 1 for 28. I think I might have given you the wrong figures before he started the over. It was Achar who had 3 overs, 2 for 10. So Griffin, 4 overs, 1 for 28. Achar now into bowl, he's 5 over. He's got figures of 2 for 10 off his 3. As Parker just works that one to the leg side, he helps himself to an easy single. Oh, and the dash goes on the attack, gets the outside edge, down to third man. Certainly not where he was planning for it to go. He was going the aerial route down the ground. It gets 2 as Moore comes around from backward point to clean that one up. So a bit of luck there from the dash. If he hadn't made contact, Bucknell was going to get an easy stumping, but he just got enough bat on it to beat Bucknell. The dash goes on the attack, goes to the right of cover there. They thought about a second, they decided against the second. Oh, good throw there from Iago out in the deep there. Direct hit from deep cover. So, good decision not to go for the second run there by the Hurricanes. And the dash up to 10 off 10 balls. Parker 7 not out, 3 for 102. Good areas there from the Singaporean. Parker can only defend. Oh, beats Parker on the outside edge there. Parker might have just been trying to work that one to the offside. It was a tad quicker there from Achar. No run. So Achar just moves Sheen a little bit squarer, going more to a traditional square leg, maybe just behind square. So plenty of room on the leg side there for a single. There's Achar. Another dot there for Parker. Parker tried to work to the leg side, but really only hit it back down the pitch to Achar. And that's a great 4 over spell there from Achar. 4 overs, 2 for 14. 15 overs, it's the Hurricanes 3 for 102 here at the Devonport Oval. Let's go around the grounds. 15 overs down at UCI Oval in Ulverston. The Black Caps 3 for 88. Wolstenholme still there on 22 not out. Jack Pearce 28 off 21 balls. And the wickets have fallen again at Latrobe, where the home team has got Wynyard 6 for 114 with Jonty Blake, Greg Sharman and Nathan King all back in the hutch. Brody Peach 21 not out off just 14 deliveries, and Mason Hodgetts, the not out batsman, Wynyard 6 for 116 in the 15th over. So Eli Sheen to replace Griffin at the northern end, the Bass Strait end. We're bowling to Nadesh. Nadesh got a fair bit of real estate over mid-wicket to aim for. He goes straight down the ground. Barnard coming across to his right, to his left. He will cut that off, and Nadesh will get 2. So he's looking to attack here, Varun Nadesh. Five overs left. Not a bad idea with plenty of wickets in hand still. Brings about a fielding change from the Orions. As Sheen comes in again. It's quicker, flatter. They come off, set off for a single. Oh, direct hit would have had Parker cold there, I reckon. But Davies' throw into Bucknell was wide. Bucknell had to do too much work to try and take the bars off. Parker gets through for the single. Parker. Trying to get that through the offside there, but missed everything. Dot ball. Oh, he's hit. Oh, O'Mahony's dropped an absolute sitter. By his standards, that's an absolute pudding there from Sam O'Mahony. Parker just chipped that straight up in the air. O'Mahony in there at cover. Really didn't have to do much work and spilt the beans. Parker goes aerial again. This time gets over Tyler Dell there at mid-on. Dell chases back, but Parker will get 2. Well, O'Mahony, one of the Orions' best fielders, and he's put down a pretty much a sitter there. He'll be dirty on himself. As Parker works that one to the leg side. An easy single. He'll keep the strike. 16 overs down. Burnie 3 for 108. So the Orions haven't done a bad job of just limiting the damage after Ollie Walker's early salvos. Looks like they were on track there for about 200 at the Hurricanes. But you think they're somewhere around 150. Might be a good score. It's interesting to see who they send in next. The Hurricanes. A couple of guys who don't mind. A couple of their bowlers who don't mind wielding the willow. Tyler Johns doesn't mind a good old slog. Sean Redmond, he's got a Cricket Northwest first grade century to his name. He can certainly bat. So O'Mahony back into the attack from the James Street end. In the air, Dell underneath it. Dell takes the catch at long on. And that's the wicket of Parker. Gone for 10. Caught Dell. Bowled O'Mahony. So O'Mahony's drop catch last over didn't cost him too much. Dell tidies up that time. Nice safe catch down here in front of the commentary box. And Parker has to go. So new batsman coming to the crease. Robert Mason coming to the crease for the Hurricanes. Bit of a cult figure as Bob at the Hurricanes. Started his career at Wynyard. Come across to the Hurricanes. Sort of floats between first and second grade. And his job here, you would think, is try and give Nadesh as much of the strike as you can. Nadesh has certainly got a very good attacking mindset. There's space there for Mason to work a single into the leg side there. As O'Mahony comes in to bowl. And Mason just dabs that one to the outside. Great running there from Nadesh. He took off as soon as Mason hit that ball, and the Orions couldn't stop the single. Smart batting there by Mason and smart running by Nadesh. Smart cricket all round by the Hurricanes. That's excellent 2020 cricket. O'Mahony in again to Nadesh. Nadesh tries to flick it. He successfully flicks it down the fine leg. And ball's running, and gone for 4. Good shot there by Varun Nadesh. He's got a game all around the ground here. Goes straight, flicked it fine. Smart batting there by Nadesh. He's up to 17 off 13 deliveries. The Canes 4 for 113 in the 17th over. O'Mahony might make sure he doesn't bowl too much short stuff in Nadesh here. Cramps him from Roy Bowl. Nadesh falls over, but gets back into his crease as O'Mahony tries to soccer it towards the stumps. Dot ball. camera microphone and the wind continuing to whistle through the Devonport Oval. So Marnie into the dash. Full delivery. The dash hit straight to the ground but couldn't beat the fielder there at point. Just behind point there, which is Barnard. No run. So a couple of handy dots from O'Mahony after getting hit for a boundary. The dash goes on the attack. Big shot. O'Mahony has a shot at the stumps. Oh, and the dash would have been out there, I think. Good fielding there off his own bowling by O'Mahony. And the dash scampered through for a single. He'll keep the strike after 7 overs. It's Burnie, 4 for 114 in this Sportspower Burnie Cricket Northwest 2020 game in round 2. Orions live stream proudly presented by Yum Tasmanian. So 3 overs to go. Eli Sheen will bowl one of those overs. He's on again at the northern end. This is his final over. He's got figures of none for 22. So it'll be interesting to see if you think Burberry's probably going to get the other remaining over. No, Marnie will maybe will O'Mahony bowl for last, or will O'Mahony come on the 19th and leave the last for Burberry? The dash goes on the sweep, mistimes it. Throw up the stumps comes in. Mason was home in time. So just a bit of top edge there from the dash, and no, 1 run. 4 for 115. Mason comes down the pitch, uses his feet nicely, gets himself an easy single down to long off. I'm sure I think the Orions maybe should get a couple more fielders up for Mason, try and encourage him to hit over the top. He's certainly his MO at the moment is just to get in the dash and strike. Sheen in the dash. Oh, reverse swoop there by the dash. Nice shot. Didn't make full contact. He'll get 2. The chart chases and we'll keep it to 2. So he's got plenty of shots as Varun Nadesh. Looks well suited to the short form of the game. An entertaining innings, 21 not out of 18 balls, 2 boundaries. And comes Sheen again. Tosses that one up. Nadesh goes on the attack. He'll only just get a single here out to Burberry, who's at deep extra cover. Mason back on strike. So we're seeing another fielder come in for Mason. He goes on the attack, hits up. And Moore thought about attacking but then held off. Just fielded on the bounce. And Mason gets a single. Ball's always holding up in the breeze there out to Moore, so it's always going to be hard work if he tried a diving catch. So the bails have just blown off here at the Oval. Surprised it's only the first time it's happened tonight. Sheen. Oh, Nadesh just got enough on it. Buckner was waiting for the stumping there. As a Char tidies up and to buy. So missed everyone. I thought Nadesh might have got a little bit of glove or handle on that, but missed everyone, including Bucknell. And 18 overs gone. The Hurricanes 4 for 121. Nadesh 22 not out of 20. Mason on 3. So it'll be O'Mahony to bowl the 19th over. So you would assume it'll be Burberry to bowl the last. The youngster's not doing a lot of warming up down here. He's out of deep mid-wicket at the moment. So in comes O'Mahony, bowling to Nadesh. Nadesh goes in the attack, caught behind, thick outside edging. You hear from up here in the commentary box. Bucknell takes it cleanly behind the stumps, and big wicket there for O'Mahony. Nadesh was a little bit dangerous. He was starting to frustrate the Orions attack a little bit, but he's gone for 22, 5 for 121 in the 19th over. And looks like Josh Lamprey coming to the crease. So all the batsmen I thought maybe coming to the crease, the Hurricanes. They're still sitting in the viewing room there over at the club rooms. It'll be Josh Lamprey joining Robert Mason at the crease. Lamprey to face O'Mahony, second ball of the 19th over. And Lamprey, can he drive that one back to O'Mahony, who fields cleanly off his own bowling? So 150 might be a bit of a stretch here for the, certainly a bit of a stretch here for the Hurricanes. Might be 140 might see them out. Lamprey drives, gets it down to long off. Davies comes in, cuts it to 1. Lamprey off the mark. Mason to face O'Mahony. Short. Mason fends that one down to third man for a single. Mason moves along to 4, 5 for 123. So limited the boundaries here, the Orions, in these late stages. Happy to concede the 1s and 2s, but so there's plenty of space for the boundaries to be hit on this large Devonport oval surface. As Lamprey tries to flick that one over short fine leg there, that's a char, but just bottom edged it and a dot ball. Good bowling here by O'Mahony in the later stages of this Hurricanes innings. See before the Hurricanes are on track to something sizeable after about 5 or 6 overs. As Ollie Walker and Mikey Roberts were in full flight, but they've dragged this one back nicely, the Orions. Oh, Lamprey slaps that one. Oh, out to the fielder there at deep point. There could be a run-out chance, and he's out. So the catch was dropped there by Iago out at deep point, but in coming back for the second, Lamprey is run out. So Iago tidied up his drop catch with a good throw back to Bucknell. Bucknell whipped the bails off, and umpire Darren Close said, "You're out, Mr. Lamprey." He's out for 2. 5 for 124. Sorry, 6 for 124, the Hurricanes. It looks like Tyler Johns coming out to the crease now. Those familiar black gloves, which I'm sure many old school cricket umpire would just frown upon, especially the late Lance Cox. I'm not sure he would have been allowed on the ground, Mr. Johns, with those sort of gloves on. In the 2020 space these days, you can get away with a bit more of a fashion statement. So, 19 overs gone. O'Mahony's finished his spell. Burberry now to bowl the last over of the innings. Bowls to Mason. Oh, full toss. Called a no ball, and Mason's top edged that down behind the keeper for 4. So, great start there by the Hurricanes. Real loosener there from Burberry. Full toss. Mason got enough on it. Went over the head of Bucknell behind the stumps and the boundary of 4. And now he gets a free hit. So just a couple of times here, the Orions have just been a little bit sloppy with the first ball of their spells. And that's not a good start there from Burberry. So free hit here for Mason. Much better delivery there from Burberry. Full. Mason clips it off his pads. Well, they thought about a second, but Johns decided against it. Mason will get the single off the free hit. 6 for 130. Sorry, the batsman is not Tyler Johns, it's Kai Schumann is the batsman. Apologies to those watching the live stream. Kai Schumann. Schumann. Wide of the off stump. Schumann can't make contact with a good bowling there from Burberry. Burberry in the bowling short. Schumann fends that one down to third man. Achar comes charging in, comes in the throw, goes into the breeze, and Schumann gets back for an easy second. Achar hasn't got the most powerful arm, and thrown into the breeze there was always on. Good placement there from Schumann. 6 for 132. 3 balls left. Short from Burberry. That had a little bit of spice behind it. Schumann flashed at it hard. Couldn't make contact. Dot ball. Comes Burberry again. Full. Schumann digs it out. He's going to be running. Oh no, Burberry couldn't pick up the ball and he's followed through. Flicked it behind himself to try and run Mason out. And a series of missed opportunities there by Burberry. Schumann scampers through for a single. After all that, 6 for 133. Burberry had him absolutely cold but couldn't pick the ball up in his follow through. Schumann decided to continue with the run. And Burberry tried to flick it behind himself to maybe try and run Mason out, but all to no avail. Just a single there for the Hurricanes. Final ball of the innings. Mason gets it through Sheen there at point. They come back for a second. The run out's on, and the run out is successful there. Griffin into Bucknell as Mason tried to come back for the second. So they get 1 for that. So the final score will be Burnie 7 for 134 after their 20 overs. The top scorer will be Ollie Walker with 32, Lachlan Roberts with 27, Rnd2 with 22, Nick Rebel with 19. So plenty of stars there for the Hurricanes. They just needed one of those guys to go on and make a 50 or 60, and they're probably looking to score over 150. But the Orions just took wickets at key intervals and restricted them to 6 for 134 after their 20 overs. Leading bowlers for the giant Devonport Orions: Achar 2 for 14 off his 4, Sam O'Mahony 2 for 17 off his 4, and Joe Griffin 1 for 28 off his 4. 3 run-outs in there as well, which 2 run-outs as well, which helped the Orions' cause. A couple of drop catches as well, but overall a tidy fielding performance from the Orions. They'll be reasonably happy with keeping the Hurricanes to 134. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the Orions reply. Until then, we'll see you soon. So welcome back to the Devonport Oval for the resumption of play in this Round 2 Sportspower Burnie Cricket Northwest 2020 game between the Devonport Orions and the Burnie Hurricanes. Batting first, the Hurricanes posted 7 for 134 off their 20 overs, led by Ollie Walker's 32, 27 to Lockie Roberts, 22 to Rnd2, 2 wickets apiece to Sam O'Mahony and Ahan Achar. So the Devonport reply about to begin. The wind continuing to be pretty gusty here at the Oval. Just want to see who the Orions' opening batsmen are here. It'll be Sam O'Mahony, the left-hander. And so it'll be Iago, their English import, down the non-striker's end. Sean Redmond to take the new ball for the Hurricanes, the Burnie coach. One of the top pacemen going about in Cricket Northwest. We're keen to make some early inroads into this Orions batting lineup, which has been boosted tonight by the return of Tyler Dell. So after these two, you'll still have Tyler Dell, Griffin, Miles Barnard. It's a strong top five, but the Hurricanes get some early inroads here and expose that middle order a bit. They're in with a good chance, but you feel like they're just a little bit under par with after their score of 134. But the pitch seems to be playing pretty well. Maybe a little bit, just a little bit inconsistent about it. Not too much. Redmond, first ball, is a wide. Called by umpire Sam O'Keefe down at the James Street end. Redmond just looks a little bit nonplussed by that call. So after one ball, the slipper's already departed. That was Revel. He's come into cover. O'Mahony angled across him there from Redmond. Can't make any contact. So fine leg, deep third man for the Hurricanes. Point extra cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket, and a fielder there. I think it might be Roberts just behind the square leg umpire. There's Redmond in again to O'Mahony. O'Mahony, they call off for a quick run. Iago gets through. Throw there. It's just a bit high and wide from a Hurricanes fielder. Just see who that was. It was Revel. No, it can't be Revel. Someone else is wearing Revel's jumper. Always handy when you've got a couple of guys wearing the same number out there. Maybe Ollie Walker, the import. So Iago now to face his first delivery. He's thrown on the leg side. Redmond comes in. And Iago flashes outside off stump, but never really got near the ball there. So a couple of slips in for Iago. And third man. Iago defends. No run. So these two teams just in the Cricket Northwest Greater Northern Cup so far. Burnie is sitting fourth on the ladder, but had a rough double-header weekend last weekend, losing both their games to Westbury and Wynyard. So after a pretty good start to the season, the Hurricanes just fallen as Iago goes on the drive. Played that on the up, but timed it nicely, and that's going to run away for 4. First boundary in the Orions comes from the bat of Greg Iago. And the Orions none for 6. So yeah, but they managed to stay inside the top 4 of the Hurricanes, so they're still well placed for a run towards the semi-finals with a couple of rounds remaining. So Redmond. Oh, goes short on Iago. Iago didn't know much about it, went for the pull. Might have come off the top of his shoulder maybe. So I think leg byes were signalled there by Sam O'Keefe. And just ballooned out to short third man. They ran through for a single. End of the first over, the Orions none for 7 off 1. Orions live stream proudly presented this year by Yum Tasmanian. The Orions still struggling in the longer form of the game. They were winless in their 2 games over Saturday and Sunday last weekend. Lost up the NTCA number 2 round to South Launceston, where the batsmen couldn't get the job done, were bowled out for under 100, and then were unable to chase down Sheffield's total last week in a reduced overs game here on the Sunday at the Oval. So they're finding the going a bit tough with the bat in the 50 over game, the Orions. Fortunately, they're now to boost their team for the 2020s as Iago plays straight back down the pitch. Johns is the bowler. Tyler Johns, the Burnie captain. Good to see Tyler Johns back in coastal cricket. Had a stint up, I think it was up near Wollongong. But came back and has picked up from where he left off from. Accurate bowler. It was Iago. Just looked a bit late on that one. Which just brings about a bit of a field change here from the Hurricanes. As I think it might be Rebels just brought himself into cover. Iago doesn't time that one. Just a few little words of wisdom there from Mr. Johns to Mr. Iago, just on how Mr. Iago is going about his batting at the moment. Johns. Iago goes in attack, up in the air. Oh, no one can see it. The sun's got in the face there of, I think it might be Revel. Yeah, Revel just said he could not see the ball. It is one of the issues here at the Devonport Oval in these evening games. The sun setting in the west oversaw the footy club rooms area there, and Revel just had no idea where that ball was as soon as it went up in the air. And Iago gets a life as Johns in the bowl. Oh, Johns goes down just as he's about to load up and deliver that. Well, he's done a good job to hold on to the ball there, Tyler Johns, actually. Just as he in his delivery stride, as he hit the pitch, held on to the ball though, so no damage done there. He's straight back up into O'Mahony. Just one there, maybe just kept a shade low. O'Mahony got enough bat on that, worked that down the fine leg for a single. The Ryans move along to none for 9 in the second over. In comes Johns again to Iago. Iago just plays that out backward a point there, and Omani calls him through for a single. Good running there from the Orions. 2 overs in the books here at the Devonport Oval. It's the giant Devonport Orions, none for 10 off 2. Let's go around the grounds to the other 2 games happening tonight at Ulverston. The Black Caps, 5 for 125 off their 20 overs. Jack Pearce with 41, Jacob Smith 21, not out. Sheffield currently 1 for 12 in the 3rd over, with Eli Connolly, the batsman, out. While at Latrobe, Wynyard end up with 146 all out off their 20 overs. 33 to Brody Pooch there was handy, as Redmond comes into bowl to Argo. Argo drives square, can't beat the field. And Latrobe have started their innings. They're in the 2nd over, none for 8, with Callum Morse and Duncan Gray 4 not out apiece at the crease. The Orions, and that'll be wide. That's very one that's missed by the keeper, so wides plus a couple of extras here for the Orions. They'll get 2. Iago seems happy through. They come back for a 3rd. Iago has to get going here down the bowls end. Makes it quite easily in the end. And so it'll be a wide plus 3 there. So 4 free runs there for the Orions. A ball well wide of the off stump, and Tyler Parker got a bit of glove onto it, but couldn't stop it completely. And I think Schumann down there at 3rd man had to run around to his left to stop it. So Redmond again. Omani drives square there, but can't beat Tyler Johns there at extra cover. Redmond in again. Omani flicks it down the Schumann there at fine leg. Won't be the one. A bit short and wide down the leg side that one for Redmond, but only got hit for the 1 from Omani, who's as mentioned before, hit a massive 6 last week off Jack Hayes off a free hit. Sailed over the Frank Matthews stand and out of the, well, I think went out of the ground. Iago gets short down leg side, goes down deep backward square. Can he get the 1 though? Good fielding out in front of the club rooms there. By the fielder down there, just can't quite pick up who it is. Redmond again, Omani. Just squared up a little bit by that one. Thick outside edge, no run. On the back foot driving this there again, but can't beat Rebel at cover. Into the 3rd over, the Orions none for 16 here at the Devonport Oval. So both these teams have the one 2020 game remaining before Christmas. That's next Thursday night. The Orions head to UCI Oval to play the Ulverston Black Caps, while the Hurricanes head up to Wynyard to take on the Tigers. John's in again, his second over. Iago, played all over the top of that. And both teams will have 2 games remaining after Christmas as part of the Gala Day on January 6th, with Devonport to take on Wynyard and Sheffield, both up at Sheffield, and the Hurricanes are hosting at West Park, and they take on Latrobe and Ulverston. Johns again, Iago. It's the leg side, but can't beat Roberts, who just come around from behind the square leg umpire there to field. So, not too many fireworks from the Orions here so far. A steady approach. John's in again. Iago stands up, drives. He stands up tall when he drives. There's not a lot of footwork, but he made good connection on that one, but couldn't beat Revel there at cover. Iago gets a full toss there from Johns, but he can't do much with it. Hits it down to mid-off. Tight bowling again there from Johns. Looking to force it through the offside there, but just can't find the gap, or just not getting it out of the middle of the bat at the moment. 7 off 16. And Marnie down the other end, 3 off 7. So good bowling in the early overs here from the Hurricanes. Iago goes on the drive. Johns gets a hand on that and probably saved a few runs there, because I reckon that might have beaten the fielders there mid-on and mid-off. And that's a very successful over there from Tyler Johns. That's a maiden, in fact. None for 3 off 2. Great start here by the Hurricanes bowlers. They haven't got the wickets, but Devonport only at 4 runs and over at the moment, and only have the 1 boundary. So, bowling change from the James Street end, the southern end. Looks like it'll be number 71, Josh Lamprey. Good young bowler for the Hurricanes. Been playing first grade now full-time for the last couple of years. I liked his progression. Keen to see him for the first time this season, see if he's picked up a yard or 2 apace. He was pretty reasonable before then, but certainly has good height about him. So he'll bowl to O'Mahony, who you think is keen to go on the attack here. Goes on the cut there, O'Mahony, but can't beat the fielder there at point. So Lamprey coming around the wicket to O'Mahony. So he certainly doesn't want to stray down leg side. There's a big gap at deep mid wicket. Good bowling again from Lamprey. Tightened O'Mahony up. He can only pat it back down the crease. Burnie wide out and 2 wide there, signalled by umpire Sam O'Keefe. So plenty of room there's a deep third man, and probably a deep extra cover. Marty's certainly targeting that boundary between those two when he can get some width. Goes flat back, straight back down the ground there for that one though. Gets one. Iago comes back for the second. Misfield down the deep there by Nadesh. But no damage done. They still only get the two. Marty was much needed runs for the Orions. None for 19 or 4.3. Sets a bit of pressure building here for the Orions. Wide again from Lamprey, but not wide enough to be called a wide. And probably just didn't quite bounce as much as Marnie was hoping either, and he couldn't make any contact. This pitch just a little bit of variable bounce. New pitch this week. Marnie and again, Lamprey and again to O'Mahony. O'Mahony tries to work that one on the leg side, just dropped to his feet. He looked at Iago to see if he was coming for a single. Iago had still at the bat increased down the non-striker's end and no run. So another good over here from the Hurricanes. Only 3 off it so far. See if O'Mahony goes boundary hunting on this final delivery. Lamprey gets some width to O'Mahony, cuts, races along the outfield. Oh, good fielding there by Johns out in the deep. Save 2. O'Mahony will get 2. Good fielding in front of the cricket club rooms there by Tyler Johns. That ball was racing along the outfield. He saved a couple. 5 overs in the books. And it's Devonport, none for 21 in reply to Burnie's score of 134. When we look at the other scores around the ground, Sheffield in trouble when their game against Ulster, 3 for 22 or 5.5. Connolly, Woodcock and Jennings all back in the crease. Jonah Evans and Mark Simmons launching the rescue mission there at the moment. And out of the Trobe, there's been a wicket fall. Duncan Gray caught Riley Stafford bowled Ben Chettle for 5. The Trobe 1 for 17 in the 4th over. So a bowling change for the Hurricanes. I think this might be Walker, their English import. So Iago straight out to the fielder there at cover point, or extra cover, sorry, which was Revel, and Iago gets an easy single. So the new bowler is Tommy Lewis. So O'Mahony now to face Lewis. It's down to mid-off, there's no run. Lewis into O'Mahony. O'Mahony goes on the pull. Finds a gap there as Redmond comes in from deep square. And just a single there to O'Mahony. So Ryan's still struggling to find the boundaries here. The timing, it's just been, hasn't quite got the timing right on this pitch. I'm saying that the Hurricanes have certainly bowled pretty well in these opening overs. Lewis in again, and that'll be a wide full and wide outside the off stump. Signal there by umpire Darren Close. So it's been the only knock on the Burnie attack. They've just bowled a few wides, but when they've got on target, they certainly have bowled well. Iago whips that to deep mid wicket for 1. Just remind me, once the 2 gala days have been held on Saturday, January 6th, the semi-finals, as Lewis comes in to bowl to Omani forward, watchfully played. The semi-finals, 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, will be held on the Thursday night of January 11th, and the grand final of the following Thursday on January 18th. With the highest ranked team to host the final. Always a nice little money spinner if you can get hosting rights. Omani goes in the attack, but can't beat. There's the one fielder in front of square there on the leg side in close. He can't beat him. So more frustration here for the Orions. The runs just aren't flowing like they did last week. 6 overs down, none for 25. So, well, there's wickets in hand still for the Orions. Just a few concerns over in the viewing room around just how this run rate's shaping up at the moment. Currently just a tick over 4 and over. So Lamprey again into Iago. 4 fielders out in the deep for the Hurricanes. Iago plays straight, but can't beat the fielder there at mid-off. As a horde of seagulls start circling the ground. Just to create another obstacle for the fielding team. Iago whips it off his legs, and that'll be a boundary as Redmond there at deep mid-wicket couldn't stop it. And finally a bit of relief for the Orions in the form of a boundary to Greg Iago. He moves along to 13, and the Orions none for 29. So I'd go the aerial route there, Iago. Plenty of space down towards deep mid-wicket. And too much work for Redmond to do. Iago goes dancing down the pitch that time and couldn't make contact at all. Lamprey in again to Iago. Slower ball, ended up being a full toss. And Iago probably just wasn't quite expecting that delivery, and all he did was end up patting it back down to Lamprey in his follow-through. So just missed out there, Iago. There's only 1 fielder out in the deep there on the offside. And that's, I think that's Schumann out there at deep point. Well, that one I don't think quite got up as much as Iago was hoping. It's beaten Parker down the leg side. Actually might have just decked in between Iago and his bat. It's ended up beating Parker to his left and going through for a boundary. And off the bat too. So maybe an inside edge there from Iago. He's up to 17 off 24. And the Orions none for 33. A couple of boundaries this over, which has been much needed. And they can't do much with that one. And Lamprey tidies up his follow-through. So at the end of the over, so the Orions have just kicked their run rate into gear a little bit. 7 overs gone, none for 33. Needing another 102 off 13 overs to make it 2 wins in a row to start off their 2020 campaign. Ryan's live stream proudly presented by Yum Tasmanian. So the O'Mahony to face Lewis. Tucks that one off his thigh, gets one. Good bit of fielding there by Walker, keeps it to 1. O'Mahony moves along to 8 off 17. So he just hasn't been able to really get going here, O'Mahony, on this pitch. I feel like he really wants to open the floodgates, but it's just been held back by some good bowling here by the Hurricanes. So Lewis now into Iago. Iago can't make contact with that one, but Parker couldn't take it cleanly behind the stumps, and they'll scamper through for a bye. So Parker, not the first choice keeper for the Hurricanes this season. I think Brady Yates has been doing most of it in the Greater Northern Cup games. Parker has been a handy bowler in the past. O'Mahony always stepped across there and aimed to launch that one to deep mid-wicket, but couldn't make contact. Lewis maybe just took a little bit of pace off that one. But O'Mahony made his intention to clear early, stepped across the crease there and was going for a dirty moo cow shot. Plays a bit more correct that time. O'Mahony scammers through for the single. The fielding there, I think he was always going to be safe. But the Burnie fielder just rang in there, couldn't quite take it cleanly, and O'Mahony safed you through for a single. Fielder there might have been Lamprey. Lewis in again. Iago can't make contact with that one. So a bit of a field change here from the Hurricanes. Schumann, I think it is known as Walker, is fielding at short third man, just on the just a couple of steps in from the circle. Iago, a couple of steps down the wicket, makes no contact again. So the Ryans just can't get going here at the Oval. It's 8 overs gone, none for 36. Required run rate continuing to head upwards. So, well, I've got some firepower left in the shed. They run the risk of not giving them enough time to do their job. Iago 17 off 28. O'Mahony 10 off 20. 8 overs gone, number 36. Bowling change here from the Hurricanes with Rnd2 on the bowl. From the length of his run up and just the way he's tossing it from hand to hand, I would assume he's a spinner. What looks like leggies. Looks like leggies, the way he's flicking them from right hand to left. So, let's see what he's got in store here. O'Mahony reaches for that one. Gets enough contact, will get one. I think about a second. Iago comes back for the second. Dives! Good dive there from Iago. Gets back for the second. O'Mahony moves up to 12. Throw come in there from Lamprey. Out. Who ran around from long on. So O'Mahony Goes up. Oh, it's skied. Might be safe though. Lamprey's not coming in quick enough. He'll plug for one. Well, they thought about a second, but O'Mahony was sent back. Wise decision. So O'Mahony looking to go on the attack. These first two balls and the dash is over. Hasn't made clean contact on either, but got away with it. He's up to 13, none for 39. So let's see now what Iago's intentions are against the spin. So he'll be hitting, he hits the leg side, he's hitting with the breeze. Two men out in the deep mid-wicket, deep forward square leg, and he's bowled! Played all over the top of it. Great bowling there from Rnd2. Comes on and gets the wicket. And Iago's innings, which never had some good shots but had plenty of plays and misses, is over. He's out for 17 off 29 deliveries, 3 boundaries. And the Orions 1 for 39 off 8.3 overs. So I'll have a look at the replay on that one. Just played over the top of it. Iago was annoyed himself. Clagged it into the stumps. So good accurate bowling there from the dash. He's been on the money from ball one. And Joe Griffin is the new batsman at the crease. So he'll certainly won't have too much time to get his eye in. The Ryans need some runs here. Their run rate is it's pushing up towards it's in the nines. And if you're not careful, it'll soon be 10 and over. So Griffin facing the dash, first ball. Well played there by Griffin. Punches out towards deep extra cover for one. He's off the mark. So what's O'Mahony got this time? Back foot just punches it down the long on for a single. Lamprey tidies up. Good bowling. Excellent first over here from the dash. And Griff behind square away with the breeze. You can stop running. That's gone for 4. Just as I pumped the dash up, he bowled a half tracker, and Griffin powered it behind square to the vacant area there between deep square and fine leg, and it ran away for a boundary. Griffin up to 5, 9 overs gone, 1 for 45. The Orions chasing 135, so they need a 90 off 11 overs. .18 runs per over. So it'll be Lewis to continue his spell from the northern end. 2 overs, none for 6. O'Mahony goes on the attack but can't beat Lewis, who fields his follow through. Impressive bowling again here by Lewis. Just hasn't given O'Mahony that swinging room he requires to launch the ball into the orbit. Maybe he's calling for a new bat here. Maybe just a little bit of damage to the toe there. Short break here while O'Mahony calls. Gets a new bit of willow delivered out to him. We'll go around the grounds. Up at over at UCI Oval, Sheffield 3 for 47 off 12, chasing Olsen score of 125. So it's an advantage Olsen there in that one at the moment. Though Mark Simmons still at the crease for the Mountaineers, 21 off 20 balls for 2 sixes. He you would think he holds the key for the Mountaineers in that one. While over at Latrobe, the Tigers, Windy Tigers, have got a second wicket. That of English import Dan Labour, out for 12. Court Sharman bowled Sandy Girigoda. So Tim Moore, who's back into the team this week, has joined Callum Morse at the crease. Morse 20 not out off 30 balls. 2 for 39 the Demons off 8.1 overs. So tidy start there by the Wynyard bowling. So Amani now has the new piece of willow. Let's see if it makes a difference to his hitting. He hasn't been as crisp as he usually is so far. Let's see where he goes with his new stick. In comes Lewis. Amani drives. He'll get an easy single down to long off. Griffin to face Lewis for the first time. Goes on the drive. Nice bit of timing there by Griffin. And he just gets the single down to long off. He showed last week from the outset, Griffin is a lovely timer of the ball. You need to time some to the boundary here soon to really get the Orions back into this one. Despite only losing one wicket, it's been the boundary. Lewis into Omani. Omani, I can't beat the field there. Revel at wicket. That one beats the bat of Omani. So the struggles continue for the star all-rounder. (15 off 27 balls). The Hurricanes have their tails up here. Omani goes on the drive. Get at least one. Griffin's thinking about two. There is a second egg. Nice placement there from Omani. The fielder there at I think it might have been Mason. I think he picked out the fielder as well. Mason had a bit of territory to cover there as he come in from long off, and a comfortable two there for Omani. Moves along to 17, and after 10 overs, the Orions 1 for 49, chasing 135 for victory here at the Devonport Oval. So 8.6 and over needed from here for the Orions. As Nadesh comes in for his second over. Griffin. Oh, could be a mix-up here. Oh, but a poor throw there from Johns. Just couldn't get enough power behind it to really get into the keeper quickly. And Griffin made it back into his crease. Full delivery there from Nadesh. And Griffin just... all he could do was just hit it back into the pitch and back into Nadesh. Another good start here by Nadesh in his second over. He's been impressive. Griffin places that one better and gets it down to long on for a single. So where are the Orions going to get this increase in run rate from? They need to start fighting the boundary. Omani goes, clears the front leg, does find that boundary out near the footy club sponsors box. So Burnie, his favourite cow corner there, picked the gap nicely between long off and deep mid wicket. Sorry, long on and deep mid wicket, and found his first boundary for the day. Another short one there from the dash, but this one's going to be comfortably fielded there by Schumann out the deep. They're going to come back for a second. Griffin has to hurry, but he's got enough wheels. Gets back for a 2, and all of a sudden O'Mahony's just getting a bit more active. 23 off 30 now, 1 for 56. And O'Mahony goes to the offside now. And Walker down long off comes around to keep that to a single. A far more productive over there from the Orions. 1 for 57 off 11 now. .78 needed off 9 overs. So 8.66 and over. So run rate still hovering in that mid-8s. Well, I think their feeling is if they can have plenty of wickets in hand, come the final few overs, they can increase that run rate and get the victory. So bowling change from the Bass straight end. It looks like it'll be the Englishman Ollie Walker, who's been handy with the bat, also handy with the ball for the Hurricanes this season. Coming around the wicket to O'Mahony. Just short of a length, O'Mahony can't connect. O'Mahony's eyes lit up there. He looked to clear the boundary out towards the covers at deep mid wicket, but couldn't connect. Walker in again around the wicket. O'Mahony, I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there. He danced across the offside in anticipation of clipping it towards leg, but then Walker saw him coming and he ended up just having to scoop it out to the offside, end up getting a single. O'Mahony moves along to 25 and we're 1 for 58. Griffin now to face Walker. Comes back over the wicket to the right-hander. Short of a length. Griffin flips that one back to the square. Is he going to dissect the two fielders? Yes, he does. Great placement there from Joe Griffin. Beat the fielder at deep square and fine leg, who were both coming around to try and stop it. And Griffin, 11 off 7, 2 boundaries already. 1 for 62, the Orions. Are they making a move now? Well, Griffin defended back down the wicket there, but I think it came off O'Mahony's bat. There was never probably a run in it, though O'Mahony quickly acknowledged that they were never going to take one. So Walker in again to Griffin. Griffin punches it back down the wicket, beats Walker in his fire through and helps himself to an easy single. So, Griffin's certainly shown great intent since he's arrived at the crease. 12 off 9. Looked busy. O'Mahony just starting to get the runs ticking over as well. They just Just need one or two big overs here just to keep themselves on track. The Orions. O'Mahony goes long out towards the cricket club rooms, and he's going to beat the fielder there coming around from long on. Sorry, and that's a boundary there to O'Mahony, much needed. And 12 overs down, 1 for 67. The Orions chasing 135. So 68 needed. 8 overs left, 8.5 and over. So they've brought that run rate down from 8.67 to 8.5 that over. And they certainly seem to be making their move here, the Orions, as the Hurricanes try and defend their total of 7 for 134. So Nadesh again. Griffin plays to the offside, beats the fielder coming around there from point, and he'll get a single. So Nadeshi's third over. Tosses up, O'Mahony goes straight down the ground and beats the two fieldermen at long on and long off. Great placement there from O'Mahony. Nadesh tossed that one up, inviting him to go on the drive. O'Mahony accepted the invitation and dissected Lamprey and Walker down there at long on and long off respectively. 33 for O'Mahony off 35 deliveries. Tossed up again. Goes over the boundary, onto the bike track for 6. O'Mahony. So Nadesh just... his line length is just straight a little bit here this over. O'Mahony's taken full toll, and that's not a bad hit, that one into the breeze. As soon as it come off the bat, it was going to be a 6, and the Burnie fieldsman just bounced up on the bike track into the Frank Matthews stand. So O'Mahony, all of a sudden he's got that strike rate above 100, 39 off 36, 3 fours and a 6, and 1 for 78 off 12.3 overs. 11 off the over so far. Oh, he got away with one there. Nadesh was short down leg side. O'Mahony went on the pull, but pretty much hit it straight to Mason there at backward square leg. O'Mahony goes to his favourite cow corner again. They've got one. Misfield out in the deep. They'll come back for a second. Good running there by the Orions. I think it might have been Schumann out there in the deep. It was. Just fumbled it. Gave the Orions enough opportunity there to come back for a second. O'Mahony goes across the line again. Out to Schumann again. He misfields again, but they don't just decide not to take a second that time. So handy over there by the Orions. 14 off it. 1 for 80. And all of a sudden, 54 to get off 42 balls. So Tyler Johns has turned to spin. He's gone to Nick Rebel, who's been more than a handy option in the past couple of years, as well as being a very handy batsman. His little offies have proved more than worthy at this level. Let's see if he can break this partnership, which is building nicely here for the Orions. O'Mahony. Switch hit. Can't make contact. But he might come off a pad and he'll scamper through for a leg by. Brings Griffin on strike, the right-hander. Just fine-tuning his field. Four players out in the deep. third man and finally both up. Quicker ball, well directed, and Griffin can only pat it back down to Revel, who fields his follow through. Quicker one again by Revel. Griffin scampers through for a single. Misfield there by Roberts. And Griffin was always going to make it though. Moves along to 14, the score 1 for 83. Revel again. O'Mahony can't make connection there. The eyes lit up, he was heading out towards deep mid-wicket again, but just couldn't make connection. Revel really pushing these deliveries through. A little bit slow that one. O'Mahony goes on the cut. Goes behind point. They'll get one. They'll come back for a second. So O'Mahony moves on to 44 or 42 balls. Revel, quicker but delivery. And beats the bat there of O'Mahony. Good over there by Revel. As he slowed down the Orions charge. 3 runs and a leg by Offord. Devonport 1 for 85 was 36 deliveries to go. So 50 off 36 for the Orions. So still, I think they still need a big over somewhere. They need another over of 12, 14 just to keep themselves on track here. So Nadesh won't come back for his last over. It'll be Josh Lamprey to return to the attack. So Nadesh finishes 1 for 31 off his 3 overs. Lamprey 2 overs, none for 13. So feels set. We've got a fine leg, third man's up. Mid wicket, deep mid wicket. Maybe more sort of between deep wicket, deep mid wicket, deep forward square. Long on, long off. Deep extra cover. And a fielder there just behind point. And a traditional cover. So in comes Lamprey to Griffin. Griffin, just a little flick of the wrist there, comes through for a quick single. And he was pretty much running as soon as he hit that. And Roberts couldn't prevent the single. Griffin moves along to 15 at 1 for 86. O'Mahony. Oh, O'Mahony tees off and onto the bike track for 6. Couple of quick little skip down the pitch and a flick over deep mid wicket's head for 6. So that helps the Orions cause out there. It's a lovely shot from O'Mahony. Have a look at the replay there. Just a little skip down the wicket and cleanly hit onto the bike track for 6. So what does Lamprey do in response here? He comes. Wide outside off stump and 2 wide outside off stump. Wide single by Sam O'Keefe. So he overcompensated there, Lamprey. Off the over so far. O'Mahony, slower, shorter ball there, and he couldn't make contact. Shadows in the sunsetting, just starting to approach the pitch square, probably just on that first pitch on the square. Not far away from starting to cover the pitch. Still plenty of daylight left. Lamprey in again. O'Mahony, and it's out. Caught behind. Lamprey strikes after being hit for 6 a couple of balls earlier. O'Mahony loaded up on that one and could only find the edge. Parker took the catch behind the stumps. That's a big wicket for the Hurricanes. 2 for 93. O'Mahony out for 50 of 46 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes. And just a little wrinkle in the game. I'd say Devonport had probably still got their noses in front, but O'Mahony was just starting to find the middle of the bat. And they celebrated well there, the Hurricanes, after that wicket. So Tyler Dell is the new batsman at the crease. Joins Griffin, who's 15 not out off 13 deliveries. So Dell has a mixed start to the Cricket Northwest season. Hasn't made the runs everyone knows he's capable of. Had a great 2020 tournament last year, highlighted by a 99 not out against, I think it was against Don in the Northwest Regional Finals up at Penguin. Gets off the mark, tucks that one to the leg side, and you'll be happy with a single. So he can certainly hit a long ball, Dell, when needed. You'd expect Miles Barnard to be the next batsman in after this. Lamprey into Griffin this time. Oh, Griffin's been hit in the solar plexus there. So I just want to replay that one. Oh, he's gone down like a sack of spuds. And he's still not well, the boy. I've just been in that area that all batsmen don't like being hit in. Terribly concerning for the batsman. The fielding team would be finding it very humorous. He's actually just calling for a drink. It's certainly taken the wind out of him. It's over bowled here. 15 gone, 2 for 94. The Orions needing another 41 off 30 deliveries for victory. As Griffin calls for a drink, just to settle himself down. That one certainly stopped him in his progress. He's moving all right now. So a revel to continue from the Bass Strait end. Tidy first over, really pushed the majority of his deliveries through quickly. He'll bowl to Dell. Ooh. They'll scamper through for a single here. Parker couldn't glove that cleanly behind the stumps. Dell went for the cut shot, but he didn't find the edge. Called a bye there by umpire Darren Close. And the Orions add 1 to the score. 2 for 95. Here comes Revel again to Griffin. Griffin plays it to the right of Rebel down to long on, and just gets the single. So I think we're set for a close finish here. As Dell clips it off his pads. Misfielder there by the Hurricanes. They're going to come back for a second. Oh, good running there from the Ryans. It probably shouldn't have been a single in it at all, and they've ended up getting 2 out of it. As the fielder there, I think it might have been Roberts at mid-wicket. Oh, that's flat there, flat and quick there from Rebel. Dell with fine leg up went to flick it. I think it's the dash there at fine leg, went to flick it over the top there, but couldn't make contact. Revel in again. Quick, Dell pushes that down to long off for 1. They'll come back for a second. Griffin makes it easy. Oh, they're going to get a third. As the Burnie fielders just stood around looking at the ball, which had just ricocheted there to the mid-on area. And so the Orions have just helped themselves to a couple of bonus runs in this over. Just through a little bit of inattention there by the Hurricanes. So they've reached the 100 mark, the Orions. 2 for 101. Quick delivery there from Revel, but pushed down the leg side will be called a wide. Many pacemen would be happy to bowl at that pace that Revel's pushed that one through at. He's certainly not here to toss him up and invite the batsman to hit. Oh, well played there by Griffin. Plays it down to third man. Lamprey's after him, he won't get it. Great placement there by Joe Griffin. Sorry, that was Walker chasing after that. Walker was up inside the circle and Griffin's just paddled that reverse around the corner and found the boundary. Great finish over there for the Orions. 12 off it in the end. 2 for 106, 4 overs left. The Orions need 29 off 24 deliveries. So bowling change at the James Street end, the southern end, it'll be Sean Redmond back on the bowl, the Hurricanes coach. So 2 overs to go here. Let's just have a look at who's got what left. Tyler Johnson's got 2. You'd think he'll probably get an over or 2. Redmond's got 2 left. Lamprey and Lewis have got 1 left. Nadesh's got 1 left. Walker's got 3 left. And Rebel's got 2 left. But you think the way John's bowled in his opening spell, he might get the other 2 from the northern end. Redmond will come on here from the southern end. So the Hurricanes just adjusting their field there. So third man on the boundary, fine leg is up. That's Mason. They've actually got no one on the leg side out in the deep. They're all up inside the circle. So the Orions using a power play here. Oh, Dell. Great shot by Dell. Got inside it, flicked it over Mason there at short fine leg and it's gone to the boundary for 4. Great knowledge of where the field was there from Dell. He's just got inside it, a little flick of the bat, and it sailed over Mason's head into the boundary in front of the club rooms for 4. 2 for 110 the Orions, 25 to get. Off 23 deliveries. Oh, Dell goes aerial this time. Goes with the wind and just short of the bike track for 6. He just had to, with everyone up on the leg side, up in the circle, he just had to get that up in the air and the wind was going to do the rest. And it's gone for 6 and all of a sudden the Orions have got this one in hand. 2 for 110, 25 to get. Sorry, 2 for 116, so 19 to get. 22 deliveries remaining. 10 off the first 2 balls of this Sean Redmond over. And Dell races to 16 off 7. And now field changes. But the Orions ain't got to knock the singles around now. They don't have to do anything silly. Oh, Dell went for the big shot again. He probably had licence to given the situation, but couldn't connect. So, fielder a deep forward square leg there. Yeah. Dell tries to get inside that one again to flip it past Mason at fine leg, but couldn't make contact. So they really don't have to do anything silly in the Orions. They have to really knock the singles around, and they'll get home easily. So Dell trying to get it through. Get it behind him where there's plenty of acreage. Redmond in again. Dell goes with the delivery, swings hard, and over the boundary line for 4. The fielder coming around there from forward square leg, couldn't stop it. And 14 off the over so far for the Orions. And now needing only 15 off 19 deliveries. Dell slaps that one out towards cover. Oh, it's been misfielded there by the Hurricanes fielder. It went like a tracer bullet off Dell's bat, and Schumann out there looked like he got behind it, but as he tried to stop it, it just squirted out behind him for 4. He's annoyed with himself, and the Orions big over, 18 off it, 2 for 124, 3 overs to go. The Orions need 11 to win. Beautifully timed shot there from Dell. That raced off the bat. All of a sudden, he's 24 off 11 deliveries, 3 4s and a 6. And he has this game in the Orions keeping. Just got to show you have wickets in hand towards the end of a 2020 innings. You can start finding those boundaries. The run rate was looking worrisome there through the middle overs, but the Orions have quickly fixed that up and are well on the way to victory. As John's back on the bowl from the northern end. Griffin digs out a Yorker, but can't prevent a single there as it was played out towards extra cover. Griffin moves along to 21, 2 for 125. 10 to get for the Orions to make it 2 from 2 to start their Cricket Northwest 2020 campaign. And the reigning champions, after defeating La Trobe in last year's grand final here at the Devonport Oval. So Dell now to face Johns. Dell goes straight back down the ground, absolute tracer bullet. Everyone had to move out of the way quickly for that one. And Dell finds the boundary before Johns isn't happy. Dell up to 28 off 12 deliveries, a strike rate of 233.33. And so he's 6 to get. So Johns into Dell. And no runners, Dell hits that one back to Johns, and John's still not happy. So he just might put a little bit of extra effort into that one, I think, Tyler Johns. Oh, Dell tried to flip that one behind the keeper. With third man final leg up, missed everything. Tyler Parker beyond stumps, couldn't quite glove it cleanly. They scam it through for a bye. 5 to get now for the Orions. 2 for 130. In comes Johns. Oh, that was a full toss. Parker couldn't field it cleanly either. He's wringing his hand. So it'll be a no ball plus a bye and a free hit for Dell. So it could be game over after this ball. I think Dell might try and finish this one off with a maximum. In comes Johns. Oh, well bowled. Oh, Dell squirts that out. Down towards third man. Walker's in chase. They've got 2. They'll come back for a third. And I'm not quite sure the scorers just had to adjust the score there. I think the scores are even. Good running there by Dell. Scamming through for easy single. And that'll be game over here at the Devonport Oval. The Orions running out victors by 8 wickets in a very well-timed run chase. A bit bogged down through the middle order, but once Tyler Dell came to the crease, the fireworks started. And they've raced to victory with 2 overs to spare. Dell ends up with 31 not out off 16 deliveries, 4 fours and a 6. Griffin 21 not out off 18 deliveries with 3 fours. Top scorer of the innings was Sam O'Mahony, 50 off 46 after a slow start. The Orions 2 for 135 off 18 overs. The wickets to fall: Largo with the score on 39, O'Mahony with the score on 93. The wicket takers were Lamprey 1 for 22 and Nadesh 1 for 31. But other than that, it was tough sledding for the Hurricanes as the Orions cruised to their second win in as many games in this Sportspower Burnie Cricket Northwest T20 competition. They move on to next week's third round game at Ulverston, where they'll try and make it 3 from 3. The Hurricanes will go up to Wynyard next Thursday night to get back on the winners' track. Well, that's all from the Devonport Oval tonight. My name's Brad Cole. Pleasure to have you with us for the live stream, brought to you by Yum Tasmanian. From the Devonport Oval, it's good night.